what they're saying. They're saying this was a total blindside. Can you imagine?
No, I
This
can't.
poor
It's very,
girl.
very devastating. Very, very devastating. No. And I mean, I've cheated on boyfriends in the past and been cheated on, and it is the worst feeling. Although my little bit of narcissism when I've been cheated on, I've just like wanted to get the person back instead of being heartbroken, but I don't think I was
That's
really
what
in love
I
with them.
do.
So
But this is all, I mean, she's going to be,
this is sad. This is terrible for Ariana. And I do think it's, again, I said this about Raquel earlier. It is telling that no one is taking Raquel's side. To me, that indicates she's not a good person. Everybody is rallying for Ariana.
everybody.
Lala, Shayna,
Kennedy,
Kennedy,
Sheena,
Sheena,
Kristen Doty, her,
Jody. I mean, and Cohen, I think, is probably more Team Ariana. Everybody is Team Ariana. So I feel terrible for her. I mean, it has to feel like 9 years of your life. You know, like if my husband Schman started cheating on me, I would feel so devastated, but I would go, okay, he's given me one of the greatest gifts of my life, our son. So at least I have something from it, you know, but Ariana didn't want kids. So maybe she feels like, you know, Tom was there at a pivotal time in her life, but it is sad. I feel for Ariana. It's so, because cheating in this day and age is so unnecessary.
and
You know
to
what I'm
find
saying?
it like, I mean, to pick up a phone that falls out of a pocket and see someone like finger banging themselves,
Oi,
and then
oi.
to start going through texts of like, oh, I can't wait to see you tonight. Like, but again, to me, I mean, like, look, I don't think Ariana is going to leave the show. I'm sure all the girls are like, don't you dare leave. It's good money. But you would think she would have a moment of like, I'm out. Like, I am out. Like, her brother, who I've actually had Jeremy Maddox on this podcast. Go and listen.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Tell
I
me
mean,
about that
he was,
quote. He jumped in. Yeah, what'd he say?
I mean, he was totally gone during our interview. I mean, high as a fucking kite. I mean, he even says it on the fucking, he was working at, he's like, bro, I'm working today. Where are you working? Oh, I'm at the dispensary. I'm like, oh, like dispensary, like weed? He's like, yeah, man. And like, I'm like, oh my God, this guy is so stoned during our interview here. A true story, but he said, you know, look, all of you, this is so fucking, I mean, he really, Mr. Stoned made the most sense. He's like, you know, this is so fucking unhealthy and so sick and so just like, this is just not a healthy way to live. True. And to me, he was just talking about the whole group, reality TV, all of it. What he said really made sense to me. This is not a way
Yeah,
to
yeah,
live.
he did. That's right. That's a good, I wanted to read that. That was really good. Because wait, did he say, he didn't
Can
say
you
it was
find
fake.
it?
He didn't say it
No,
was fake,
he
right?
didn't
He
say
just
it
said it
was
was
fake. He
super
was,
toxic.
yeah, he was just like, this is toxic. I sent it to you somewhere. He
You
just
did?
said,
Okay, wait,
like,
let me find
this
it. It was
is,
really good.
yeah, I mean, he was like, this is so, like, but his statement was so bigger picture. And I thought it was really well said of like, enough. Like, at what point, like, what's the purpose, right? Like, all of this to be on a reality show. Now, would this have happened if you weren't on the reality show? Probably, but that's not the point. I mean, that's the thing. Like, this poor girl, Ariana Maddox, this is now going to be like they were in their house filming. So she's now, here it is. I found it. Do you want me to read it? So
Yes,
he
because I thought it was really
so
good.
so she's gonna have to, these emotions now are on camera. So imagine if your husband did cheat on you and now there's actually a camera in your face, which you're not really, you don't give a shit, right? Because your whole life is falling apart. It's now on camera. Like, how are you gonna watch that back? That's not fair. It's hard. You're gonna have to also film this. He just said it's funny to watch people social climb. I assume that's Raquel, and be so fake that they're willing to shit on people that are supposed to be their best friend. A term that gets thrown around very often around here, all just to come up or have some sort of storyline. This lifestyle, I believe that refers to reality TV. This lifestyle and this group is beyond toxic, and I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. True.
Okay.
All just for clout from a corny ass network like Bravo TV. I get it. I agree. Tom's a Tom's a try hard. Tom's a try hard having a midlife crisis with his cringy band, and Raquel has faked her way to the top, trying to make something of her life, willing to step on whoever to get there, starting with James. Sell out type lame shit. Let's all remember that Raquel was a fan of the show before all of this. Does anyone pay attention? It's kind of like the smartest statement on this whole thing, I think.
I do too. Actually, that sums it up. I think that's a great way.
Sums it up.
Yeah, I think that's perfect. And
Jeremy Maddox, would you ever have this is the voice of reason.
Yeah, Jeremy Maddox is right on. He's right on. And I feel bad that we haven't focused more on Ariana, because I agree. That's what I said about Raquel. She has to be fake as fuck, because not one person has come out and said, "Hey guys, she doesn't deserve this." She made a mistake, but she doesn't deserve this. Not one person is speaking well in her name. That's not good.
And it takes two to tango, but like, I agree. This is all for just, I'm not even blaming her. I'm blaming both of them. It's all, look, there was a paparazzi picture of Tom where he's like smiling. Like, I do think that he is a narcissist and says at his show or wherever he said it, like, this is how it, how do you think it feels to be the most hated man in America? Like, if you're a narcissist, you bring the hate's fine, as long as people are talking. Like, this is where it's not the end of a 9-year relationship. It's the, like, this is a show. Everybody's talking. It's not scripted. This is real, but there is that element of how is this going to play out on the show? And that's where I think Jeremy's statement is so smart, because it's remembering that this is a show, and all this is toxic. This is a toxic life. Everyone's like, why doesn't your friend Siggy go back on this? Why doesn't your friend Lynn People are happy off these shows. They're happy. Anna Kinkosis, one of my good friends from Miami, why isn't she back on the New York Miami Housewives? Was she asked to go back? She doesn't want to go back, guys. That's a true statement. She's not interested. She makes a shitload of money running Skinny Latina. It is not going to jeopardize that to act like a fool, like being thrown into a pool and fucking Miami Housewives shaking her goddamn fake tits. Okay? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Siggy's gone down the political route. That's another story. But she does not want to be back on New Jersey Housewives. If you gave Siggy $5 million, I don't even think she would be back on the fucking New Jersey Housewives. She has no fucking interest. So it's like, there's something wrong with society where they think the golden standard is to be back on these fucking reality shows. You think you and I want a reality show, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. Yes, I want it because I want money, but there's a lot that could go wrong the first week I'm on the damn show. You want to start looking into my history? No, I don't have any crimes or nothing like that. But, every text you send someone, girl, it's all coming back. There's a lot of negatives, and it is a toxic life. It's not the end all be all.
Yes, but like, does anyone care? I mean, Raquel's still going to have fans. Schwartz and Sandy's is going to thrive. Like, that's
Raquel's going to be fine. So is Tom. It's